So what sports are popular in the land of the rising sun? Well, soccer is certainly one of them. The men's national team qualified to play in the last 5 World Cups and secured second-round advancements in 2 of them, and they have won the Asian Cup a record 4 times. The women's national team won the World Cup in 2011. Here, at the end of a friendly soccer match, American elementary students from Misawa Air Base in Japan teach their Japanese friends how to shake hands, a practice becoming more common in Japan, although bowing remains the predominant form of greeting. Swimming is also popular in Japan, and 4-time gold medalist Kosuke Kitajima is a household name. World champion and Olympic medalist Aya Terakawa is seen here congratulating American Missy Franklin for having just beaten her for an Olympic gold medal. This display of sportsmanship and class is typical of the Japanese mentality. They are honest and honorable people. Golf is also very popular in Japan. In 2012, Hideki Matsuyama reached number 1 in the World Amateur Golf Ranking, and Ai Miyazato has won 8 LPGA tournaments since 2010. These are just 2 of the many amazing golfers that come from Japan. But there are other sports that are uniquely Japanese, and perhaps the most popular is that of sumo. Before a match begins, the 2 competitors toss salt into the ring as a symbolic purification. A sumo wrestler must then push his opponent out of the ring or make him touch the ring with any part of his body other than his feet. A first-time observer might think that sumo wrestlers are just very large, overweight men, but in fact, sumo technique is highly refined, and sumo wrestlers begin studying it at a very young age. Better known in the United States is the Japanese martial art of karate, the kanji of which means empty hand. This is not karate, and this is not karate. This is karate. Kendo. The character for ken means sword, and the character for do means the way. Thus, kendo is the way of the sword. It employs a bamboo pole split at one end and then bound together. Although not a steel sword, it is still very dangerous, and thus kendo is practiced with ample protection. You might have already guessed that the sport of kendo developed from the methods samurai used to practice for battle. Now, judo is another uniquely Japanese sport and martial art. It uses the power of your opponent against himself to take him down. The kanji for judo mean gentle way, and its techniques are often seen in mixed martial arts competitions. This is Keiko Fukuda, and she is a master of judo. Her grandfather was a samurai, and you can see his portrait hanging in the left side of this photo. She learned judo from its creator, the great Kano Jigoro, whose photo you can see hanging to the right. She moved to the United States in 1966 so she could teach her art to Americans in a country that she loved very much. She's the only woman in the world, ever, to have achieved a 10th degree black belt in judo, which is actually a red belt, as you can see her wearing here. In early 2013, at the age of 99, she passed away in her home in San Francisco. Her personal motto was, "Be gentle, kind, and beautiful, yet firm and strong, both mentally and physically." So what is the most popular sport in Japan? Baseball. That's right, American baseball. A U.S. Civil War veteran, Horace Wilson, he was teaching in Tokyo and introduced baseball to his students in 1872. Hiroshi Hiraoka, who had been studying in Boston, he then returned to Japan and started the first professional team in 1878. And the Japanese, well, they've been loving the sport ever since. Babe Ruth went to Japan in 1934 and visited with his Hiroshima high school team. Baseball continues to bring our 2 countries together. The pitching of Yu Darvish of the Texas Rangers continues to impress, and Ichiro Suzuki of the New York Yankees trails only Pete Rose and Ty Cobb for all-time hits. High school teams, here from Yokohama and Southern California, play friendly matches, and more should be encouraged. The championship game of the 2012 Little League World Series brought together teams from Tokyo and Tennessee. Pitching phenom Kotaro Kiyomiya threw a fastball to phenom Brock Myers. Brock hit a home run. As Brock rounded the bases and landed home, Kotaro approached him and congratulated him for such a great hit. showing once again that Japan and the United States share not only a common love of sport, but an affinity for mutual respect and friendship. Although the Tokyo team won the championship, they had made a point to parade on the field holding both the Japanese and American flags together. When the Great Tsunami of 2011 wiped out entire cities in Japan, it was baseball, among other things, that helped the nation come together and heal itself.